Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Cats to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store will be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I found out a lot of things. There's a lot of blood in a tub by the stables, for instance. I reckon the murderer washed his hands there. And someone unlocked the powder store. What do you say?
Well, I'm fed up with this fucking camp. You know what? From now on, I only want to hear stuff if it's truly important. I don't give a shit about the rest. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Why would Musa do something like that? You think he'd sit with us all evening like everything was fine, and then decide out of the blue to kill someone?
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you didn't drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough! Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. As Henry here said, Musa was with us all evening. I have no idea what happened here, but Chertan was stabbed first. Musa couldn't have done that.
So, he's in league with someone else.
With one of the half-wits here, I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir, give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
What are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Steber of Steversits in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stebersits?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. And you don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund, and delivering it to Sedlitz won't take long. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the royal justiciar here. And how long can that take? I'd say we have 2 days or so.
All right. I'll try to distract the guard somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as pie. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
All right, keep your hair on. I'm going.
Move your ass then!
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
You silly doggy.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Moose's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
Well, if he really did steal your shoe, Mutt could track him down.
That's not a bad idea, but you'd have to give him something to get the scent.
Well, you've got the other shoe, don't you? You can't walk around with one shoe on anyway. And Mutt's dependable.
It's not Matt I'm worried about. Just sort things out with a creep, that's all I care about.
I could lure him out of the camp and slit his throat, couldn't I?
I could manage that myself, but it would only cause trouble. Is that really the best you could think of? Give him a fright, beat him up. Just don't kill him.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Heel! Search!
What do you need, sir?
Track!
What is it, boy? Is this where the shoe thief lives?
Come here!
That's Catherine's. So this is where the Cuman who won't leave her alone lives. So it's you. You're the Cuman that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das Bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Again?
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütött bele az orrod? Igen, szeretem.
Why'd you do it anyway? You, woman, warum lucken? That bad. Keine Liebe.
Én szerelmes. Ő hajadon. Nicht Mann. Én erős, ő szép. So schön.
Look, ogling a girl is disgusting, but I get it. But why the hell did you steal her shoe?
Das Boot. Steal. Warum?
Das boot nekem, souvenir. Szeretet.
Couldn't you have stolen her scarf, for Christ's sake? I know she shouldn't, but she's spoken for. Taken, see? Me and her. Ich and sie. Love. Große Liebe.
Mi? Szerelem? Du? Szerelmes vagy bele. Ezt nem tudtam. Nicht wissen. Bocsánat, sorry. Békén hagyom.
See how easily we came to an agreement?
Come here.
Get out of my sight! Get out of my sight! Clear off!
Takarodj!
Let's get to work. Chertham will appear like magic. Anything will say we're training. Come on. Otherwise we'll shit ourselves out of boredom.
All right, I'll try to find it.
Hear ye, good people, how you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Pay, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Pay. Have you killed? Pay. Are you the devil himself? Pay, and you shall go to heaven.
I found the Cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chakan. I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back.
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least.
Coppers.
You may be onto something there.
Tell it to the birds.
Careful! Good day to you, friend.
God be with you.
Hail,
Come here!
You silly mutt.
Oh no, that's your manly fragrance. Shall we go then?
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that... that is possible. Tinge sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
Well, wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? Can't be that hard, can it?
Certainly not. Why study something for years when common sense is enough? I'm sorry. That was not courteous of me. I am sure you will manage somehow. The first thing to do is to go to Chetan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked. But I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chetan's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Chetan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
I heard Sir Grozov couldn't stand Chetan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
Well, what do you think?
And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozov, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozov found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ah, there's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chetan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. These things can't tell me anything, unfortunately. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? It hurts just to think about it. Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. God, that's rank. I'll examine some other part of him instead. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing. Grozov will have definitely sent a report to Sedlets by now. I should hurry. Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned. I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know, or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozov, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very, very strange.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? But you think I'll suddenly say I'm a spy? Yeah, even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to admit it.
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell me the truth. Who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Timur and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing, I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I'd better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a broom. There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. Beautiful, but empty. No poison.
Don't think I can't see you.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Grozov doesn't strike me as a keen reader. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grozov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow tried to break into the store to steal powder, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
What nonsense! Where's your proof?
There was powder scattered all over the storeroom floor. Crow scattered the powder, but then he had to flee.
Anyone could have done that. Is that the best you can do?
Stop all this shouting! Listening to peasants like you two is painful, so keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Cherton to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow definitely poisoned the wine. Maybe Musa turned his back, and at that moment, he poured it into the goblet.
What do you think of that, Sir Musa?
It is not impossible. I had to go and get clean bandages and water to wash the wounds.
You're not gonna take this seriously, are you? Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Cats, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! Now you're gonna get it!
Well, Lord Deliverance, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure cats will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be saved.
It's happening. The Pragers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cumans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
God, where is that dog?
But
Where have you got to now?
Who's lying here? Are you all right? What happened?
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. I still can't believe that Kyle betrayed us. Why the fuck didn't I notice anything earlier?
Ah, don't worry about it. He was one wily bastard.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. And I was thinking the post should go to someone capable. You may be new, but you've been a real help to me. The lads will obey you. I'll make sure of that. What do you say?
what are a corporal's duties?
Not much. I take care of the weapons and powder, and the pay, too. But I need someone on hand who would muster the men, hand out tasks, and so on. The main thing is to make sure nobody slacks off, and not to come running to me with every stupid gripe.
I assume a corporal has better pay.
You'd get a bit more, eh? But don't expect to be building a palace in Old Town Square.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes! What else, you dolt?
It'll be an honor, sir.
You can stick the sir where the sun don't shine. You must know by now I'm not keen on formalities. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Right, Corporal. Order the men to get onto the wagons.
Aye, sir.
Sedlets awaits!
So the devil jumps in from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the devil such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it. getting them!
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
Oh, it just doesn't seem right. What we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that. Trust me, you'll sleep a lot better. By the way, Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcements.
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now, we have to get out of here first.
Yeah, the sooner we make ourselves scarce, the better.
To the task, then.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe much longer.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack Maleshov.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look of them.
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. They're no greenhorns.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get going. Get ready, and then we'll plan what's next.
Mein Gott, ist das Blut?
Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you how many men you have with you, sir.
Meine Truppe ist nicht groß, but for your purposes, I think it will suffice. Außer den Leuten here in the camp, I also have Soldaten nearby, and if need be, they will go with us. Doch wir werden abwarten, according to what Hauptmann Schischka says.
And what did you agree with Goodman Brabant? How much did he promise you?
Enough to risk meinen Hals, my neck, for you. Half of the reward in coin, in advance, and half in booty on the spot. You pay for any losses of the horses and archers. If your plan fails, you shall pay us the rest of the money we would otherwise get.
So you already know what the plan is?
All I know is you want to capture some small fortress. You get inside, we take care of the rest. Kein Stürmen der Mauern und no sieges. Just a quick, clean job for my men.
What weapons do you have? What can we rely upon in combat?
Meine Truppe has the power of eine Lanze, and my people are experienced archers. We know how to take care of ourselves.
And how many of you are there?
Here in the camp, I have my Armiger Hagen Trott, 2 free archers and a combat hostler. Alles Gute und unerschütterliche Jungs.
What experience do your men have? Where have they fought before?
Das ganze letzte Jahr we fought in Italy for Sir Musio Sforza, and we wintered near Milan.
Who were you fighting against? And did you win?
Unfortunately, this time Il Capitano Barbiano was luckier and beat our Musio in battle. But it was not a bad year. Italien ist ein großartiges Land. I think we shall head south again in the autumn. I'm certain Milan will soon rise against Florence, and there'll be a new war. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Bad luck. Fuck you. Bad luck. Hey, Scheiße! Holding it like a pig holds a bone. Ha! Ach was! Ha! Oh, it's gonna come!
What awaits us at Maleshov?
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle. In the best case scenario.
And in the worst?
Things go to fucking hell. And our worldly cares will be over. So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
I'll come back later.
I'll be right.
So, mon ami, are you ready to go and capture le Seigneur von
I
Berghoff?
was thinking everything over last.
Me? Yeah. But I hope your mercenaries will be up to the job.
Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami. Le Seigneur Morgenstern can always be relied upon.
Who is this Morgenstern?
C'est un bon ami à moi. We met years ago au Grand Tournoi de Lorraine, at the estate of the Duke there.
Can he be trusted?
Le Chevalier Morgenstern is not only a warrior, but also a serious patron of the heart. A man of renown.
How did you find Morgenstern?
Pendant que vous étiez chez les Hongrois, I went to Kettenberg. Le Chevalier Morgenstern was with Sigismund. But he turned him down because, le roi n'a pas d'argent. The king has run out of coin.
So he's just an ordinary mercenary?
Not ordinary. He's a renowned condottiere.
Where does this Morgenstern come from?
From Brunswick. His ancestor fought for Emperor Charles. A good house, mon ami.
So why is he earning a living as a mercenary?
C'est une triste histoire. He lost considerable estates due to his relatives and battles in Eastern Prussia.
So he became impoverished?
In truth, it was more his passion for art that led him to ruin.
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And, the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you would long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
Thanks for sharing your stories with me, Sir Backlin.
You look a little tired.
Since that riffraff came to the Devil's Den, I haven't slept much.
I'm back. Can we go now?
Good. The task won't wait. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you. How about we knock back a few cold ones in the meantime?
I'm not drinking today. I want to have a clear head. But once we have von Berghoff locked up, I'll gladly drink the whole region dry.
So I say him, what do you expect when you drink like fish? Fish is not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Berghoff won't stay in Maleshov forever.
So tonight?
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinnock. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that, cannon.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
Yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit about firing.
Well, at least it's some kind of experience.
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You have already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up. Maleshov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Berghoff will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, this time we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, we'll drag von Berghoff right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Suchtel Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas,
No doubt Peter of Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Berghoff. Any questions?
What should I do?
You and Sam come with me. I need your youthful... zeal.
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Maleshov before the cock crows.
Kurwa.
What the fuck?
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
Look, just wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, von Bergau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have the element of surprise.
I won't murder innocent peasants, Devil.
What? Do you have kin in the village? Who the hell's got into you?
This is the way my family was killed. They massacred them. And why?
Kurva, that's your problem. This is a war. And this is our plan for getting von Bergau. So if you want to do it your way, fine. You want to be a commander too? Let's see what you're made of then. I can't guarantee you'll survive, though.
I can't give you any guarantee either.
I don't need one. Hört auf! Hört auf! You madman! Missed your turn when they were handing out sense, eh? Oh, you son of a bitch!
Wait, fella! Easy, easy!
You shot yourself! I can smell it from here! Stop it! Well, well. The bastard taught the devil to dance. So you won. The stronger dog fucks the bitches. We'll let the turnip pullers live. I hope you know what you're doing. Let none of our fine fellows fall instead of the few damn peasants. Because that'll be all your fault. What you gaping at? You never seen a man get his arse kicked before? We'll do it the youngsters' way. The boring way. Leave him. Let him be. Muster up. We'll go round the village to get to Zizka. Nice and quietly.
What's going on, Devil? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disagreement with this brat here.
This is your plan? To burn down the village?
What of it? We're at war, if you hadn't fucking noticed.
There's innocent people there.
Do you think I don't know? But better them than us. They'd run for the woods before we started anyway.
Are you serious?
Sei Mishpoche, Freund. Sei Mishpoche.
It is the law of God. We are at war here, not those peasants.
Fuck this fucking shit. Well, it's too late to go back now.
But that fortress is still full of men.
There's another way to do this. I'll take care of the first gate. You'll have the element of surprise.
Fine, Henry. You've made your bed, now lie in it. But if any of us die today because of you, I'll gut you myself.
Fuck.
It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am, Kalani. We got leather, and other go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
Could you repeat that?
We'll climb over the rear palisade and take control of both gates at once. You open the first gate, and we'll take care of the drawbridge at the second one.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
Good. The rock isn't so steep from this side, and the patrols are only on the eastern wall. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there. Necker frei and do it already.
Yeah. Just that one.
Climb up the ladder, Henry. But do it quietly.
I must be mad.
Now just to open that gate.
I suppose it was nothing.
Look out! They're past the castle! Close the gate, quick!
You're right! I'll smash your skulls in! Oh, fuck you! Didn't see that coming, eh? For Christ's sake, get over here! I'm a little handing out sense, eh?
they take down that damn bridge! All's not lost, boys. We still have that cannon. We just have to hold on. Shoot! Shoot now! For Christ's sake, get on with it! All's not lost, boys. We still have that cannon. We just have to hold on. Hold the line! Don't retreat!
Our lives are on the line!
Take cover! All's not lost, boys. We still have that cannon. We just have to hold on. For Christ's sake, get on with it!
Take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time!
They're all out of time!
Now!
Let's go!
Forward! To the top! Let's go, quick! Forward! Forward!
Attention, go! Come on, Scott!
What's it to be? Are you gonna flop or drop dead?
For glory and carnage! Dog!
I still can't quite do that. You little thief!
Now I'll shoot you dead!
There's no escape!
Ich steck dich ab, du Schwein!
You'll die for arguing!
Let's go, men!
There's no archers in the
Things up
tower!
here!
Everyone take cover and wait for orders!
Someone get an axe and turn this fucking door into splinters!
Hey, Bucko! We have all the time in the world. We'll wait for the Hungarian cavalry to show up from the camp.
God,
What's your next move? We'll shoot you like rats. Come here. You'll never take this tower.
Hallowed be thy name. Of those who fucked up, these are what they escaped.
You fuck!
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Berghoff is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi. We're not gonna give up now.
That's right. Let's go. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what von Berghoff comes up with.
Fuck all. He's trapped.
Chamberlain, you are surrounded. I propose you honorably capitulate.
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
Is there a point to any of this? I mean, we can avoid further trouble.
I agree. There is no point to any of this. And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Rosa Retard.
Lord Capon. Henry.
I don't know why we can't make a deal. Ransom would be a good solution for both sides.
How is that?
We'll get money and free the king, and you'll have time to change sides once things with Sigismund go to hell. And since you're our prisoner, you won't lose face in the eyes of your League of Lords or Sigismund. And you can still settle your differences with Wenceslas.
Damn it. All right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worthless to us.
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it comes to ransom, you can always be counted on.
Fine. But what will it be, Lord von Berkhoff? You can flatter the devil all you want later.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the interest of the kingdom to wage a war against each other. On the contrary, by becoming allies, we can all gain, ensure peace, and liberate our king. Very well. Agreed. We are coming out.
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in the Barkov how things would turn out?
Come on. Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing.
The way that Brabant loaded Lasse, it nearly blew his French ears off. It is wonder that Fox survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time. The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost the king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, get ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
Heal!
I'm as hungry as a wolf. What do you think about Maleshov? We were damn lucky.
More like the people in the village were damned lucky. I'm glad you talked the devil out of burning it down.
Well, it took a bit more than talk.
It takes guts to stand up to Hinnek. But to beat him? My lord.
Do you think he'll want revenge?
You humiliated him in front of his own men. It can't be ruled out. You'd better keep an eye on him. Or go and have it out with him, straight up.
Any idea what'll happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
Well, you've got to do something crazy occasionally if you want to achieve big things, don't you?
That's right. Occasionally.
I could go for something to eat now.
Scheiße!
Fuck you! Yeah, fuck you!
Excuse me.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Capon? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
my respects.
I'm sorry? Careful.
I'm not sure what to think of Maleshov. I reckon it was a success. I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads. And if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath the walls would still be breathing.
What would you have done in my place?
In your place, I would have kept my mouth shut and done as I was told. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergov?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
Dummkopf!
You're always welcome.
What'll it be?
I'd like to use your services.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
Great, but it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
I'd like you to teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come free. You know how it is. Years of hard work and self-sacrifice. What is this about?
I'd like to improve my swordplay.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Master, eh, doggy?
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Also gut. Was soll's? I can show you something. Ich bin so alt, ich kann dir sagen, dass most men who pick up the iron do not know how to use it much. So it's best to just forget about any tricks and simply send them to the ground with one quick slash. Willst du es mir zeigen?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Good, good. Now, where was I? Right. How to bring a bloke down before he finds the hole you made in him. Erstens, you hit him a few times from the right. Und dann, at the same time, with a step nach rechts, you slash at his neck. Ha! A seriously fast and deadly hit. Vor allem, wenn der Gegner ein dummer Bauerntölpel ist. Und jetzt, try it out a few times, junger Mann. Oh ja, ja.
Good to see
Das
you.
hast du gut gemacht, mein Freund.
Oh, you pooch.
Greetings.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm back.
I'm sorry.
You've lived through more battles than I have. What do you think about Maleshov?
I won't lie. There were moments when I was ready to meet my maker. But in the end, I was amazed how it turned out.
So you didn't believe in us?
I did. I just figured we'd have to get our hands dirty. But in the end, we managed to keep them pretty clean. Thanks in part to you.
There was nothing, really.
If you say so. But I'm glad to see you still got that boy from Skalitz in you.
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks.
But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship.
So, what would you like?
I'd like to expand my horizons a little. What's the last thing you read, for instance? Anything interesting?
You'd better believe it. I only read interesting things, and I can talk about them for hours.
My respects.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. You can join in.
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Maleshov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulitz, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. is in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Rutards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ, it's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly!
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest, after all.
You're right. Jesus! Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears!
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and may be guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Ruthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Ruthard Palace. You want Ruthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
Well, that's that then. Let's get to work.
Looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured Pa, Van Bergov's people came to Ruthard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then von Berghoff just took me to Maleshov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
You can try. When we free your father, Ruthard Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
How do we even get inside Ruthard Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero! But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
Be careful not to fall into the water. Those servants might think there's a water sprite crawling out of their cellar.
Most of them have known me since I was a little girl, and they're not easily frightened. Do you have any idea how many times they had to wash, dress, and groom me to make me presentable to my father? I mean, when I was little, of course. Startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Subdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
Well, so what? It's hardly more than knee deep.
That may be so, but a courteous man should offer to help a lady.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. Well, you said it was hardly knee-deep. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Oof, I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
Oh, Sakra! I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Maleshov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Maleshov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
Folk who have nowhere to lay their heads and nothing to eat aren't much interested in the troubles of the rich. They just seize the opportunity.
You're right. But they can't stay here either. They'd give us away.
Well, so I'm supposed to slaughter them? Just like that?
Yes, that scum has no right to defile this place with their presence. It's our home, our property.
Which means they deserve to die.
If we want to be sure they won't give us away, we've no choice.
But we don't even know who they are or how many are here. They might be harmless cripples, but they could also be a pack of cutthroats.
I know, but what do you want to do? Sit back and wait for them to die of old age?
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
What? Are you crazy? You can't climb such a height.
Oh, don't worry. I've been climbing up there ever since I was a little girl.
But they'll see you.
No, they won't. I'll be round the corner before they have a chance. There's a wooden balustrade there all the way to the window. It's like climbing a ladder.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
I'm tired of dice anyway.
Well, let's play another game. You got a dagger?
Nah. But the lordlings had some pretty pointy table knives in the kitchen.
That'll do. Here, give me a hand and spread your fingers. Hold your horses. Everybody knows you always win at this game. Look, there's someone there.
You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Ruthard.
You're wrong, friend. The Rutards are finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker?
Now you're gonna get it.
Sakra. Rosa? Could you... Rosa!
Come on, then.
Bad luck.
Quick! Kill him!
Do it! Oh, no! Oh, no! Fuck!
I've been waiting for you.
Take that, you shit! You won't get me!
You want to try me? Do it.
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
Oh, what a mess.
All yours!
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Maybe it won't be necessary. As soon as Jobst and his troops arrive, you'll be safe again.
Maybe. But your duties are elsewhere. Capon's estate is in Ratai. Besides, he'll be getting married, and you'll surely be accompanying him. Why should my father and I stay here anyway? What do we have left?
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this?
Seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non le moro. Forward, Sir Knight.
Oh, Christ. Is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
How is my favorite guy?
Good, good.
That is good.
So you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Maleshov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
Why would she? She asked for it herself.
Mainly because you were going. She doesn't seem to like the rest of the group very much.
Well, it's not like you're doing much to change her mind. And the way things look around here certainly didn't improve her mood.
We may be bastards, but we're not ungrateful. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.